Well, welcome back, Crag-heads. We're here with another little mini adventure episode with my buddy Gabe here. I surf a lot of mountains here in Alaska, aka, crags. I don't normally document the whole process, but today we're going out to a massive crag that is a little bit more intense. From here, Granite Peak might just look like a big old rock, but when you get up close, it's actually covered with all these wicked spikes and treacherous terrain. All these giant spikes all over the mountain make it really interesting for FPV, but also extremely risky. I came out here the other day to try and get the perfect sunset shot, but I just didn't quite get the shot I wanted, and when I was out there, I saw the perfect line that I want to try and hit today. So, some of the challenges that we face today, first of all, is just going to be getting there. We got to go up a pretty steep mountain road, and it has snowed recently, and that's why I brought Gabe out here with me today, because he's got his mom's minivan thing, whatever this is, and it does pretty well in the snow. So he's taking me up there. He's going to shoot a couple guns, and yeah, hopefully we make it up to this plateau.
Four wheels driving, baby. Jesus.
So there's only one spot where I could shred this crag from, and this is probably my last chance to do it because it's going to snow soon and we're not going to be able to make it up to this plateau anymore. There's a lot that could go wrong on this flight. If I go behind any of these big spikes or anything out here, I'll instantly lose connection and lose the drone. Some of the other factors that make this challenging is the weather has to be perfect. I've been waiting for a day that's perfectly sunny and no wind. I wanted it to be a little bit warmer. It's actually 12 degrees right now, which is a lot better than the last few days.
I think it'll be colder once we get out there though.
Speaking of cold, your fingers are super red.
Yeah, I can't feel them. The next factor is the distance. Even getting up onto this plateau to get the perfect view of the crag, it's still over 3 miles from where I'm standing to the top, and that uses a lot of battery, especially this time of year. Everybody knows that batteries don't like the cold. It takes a lot more power to fly in this super, super cold air. So I'm gonna have to use a pretty big battery. I'm gonna use a Upgrade Energy 9K lithium ion battery. I only have one of these batteries, so I only have one real chance to get this shot right. The other issue is this battery is big. It's pretty heavy, and by the time I actually get all the way up there, it's gonna be low on battery, and the drone flies super sluggishly when it has this big, heavy battery on it that's like low on power. So the drone's not gonna be as agile and nimble as it normally is. On top of all that, when you go out more than 3 miles, you start to get latency issues with the video and the controller. So it's laggy. I've got to anticipate any movements that I make. The drone is going to fly like a slug. It's cold. Hopefully there's no wind up there because that will totally ruin this. So, you ready, Gabe?
Huh?
He wasn't paying attention. But.
Sorry, we just passed the cop and I was speeding.